मॉर्निंग. अरे और जोर से चाहिए यार. नमस्कार. Welcome everyone to our annual ITS 2016 conference. Currently we are in the physical world, and 2 days you would be in the digital world. Last 10 to 15 years the technology has changed like anything, and in coming 10 years it would change like anything. So we don't know what the shape of the technology would be. So considering this futuristic trends, we have come up with the conference wherein the theme is security in the digital world. Is it a myth or a reality? There's a lot of things are coming up. New technologies are coming up. Security would be an issue. Assurance would be an issue. So we thought we should have a conference on this theme. I welcome all the participants of the conference. Before starting the conference, I would request everybody to stand up for the national anthem. I would request our President, Vice President, and today's keynote speaker to light up the lamp. Technology doesn't change our culture. It's our culture to light up the lamp at the start. I now request our President, Mrs. Varsha Bhide, to take over for welcoming the delegates and the participants for the conference. Varsha ma'am.
Good morning. Distinguished guests, speakers, ISACA members, and all my professional friends. Welcome to the 6th annual conference of ISACA Pune chapter on security in the digital world, myth or reality. The annual conference of ISACA Pune chapter has become an eagerly awaited event. We have been enthusiastically supported by the risk assurance and governance community since its launch 6 years ago. On behalf of the board of ISACA Pune chapter, I extend a warm welcome to all of you for this event. This year, we will discuss a wide array of topics, from cryptocurrency to cybercrime, to artificial intelligence, to IoT, to the Digital India Initiative, and so on. We have brought to you some eminent speakers who have worked extensively in these areas and who can give us an insider's view of upcoming technologies and the related security concerns. Let us spend a minute to talk about the digital world. The progress of a country or a community is now benchmarked against how well the country or community is digitally connected. The digital world has promised a revolution, and it will change the way the world is accustomed to living. With the introduction of digital money, we are fast moving towards cashless society. Blockchain is also here, and it is bound to bring in a paradigm shift in the way financial market functions. Information technology, networking, and analytics is supporting another way of automation, which is now coined as Industry 4.0. Governments across the world, and especially in India, are trying to go increasingly digital. Under the current government's regime, the use of technology in public services has reached now new heights. Although we are making tremendous progress in digitalizing India, we are falling behind in a race to make the digital world a secure world. While the virtual world has made the real world an easier place to navigate, it is also a world full of dangers and traps for the unwary. With the increasing cyber security threats, can our digital world really remain safe? As anything network can be hacked, everything is being networked, and everything is vulnerable. It's a small world, it's a fragile world, and no one is safe until everyone is safe. The digital economy is booming, hackers are evolving, and security must evolve at the same speed too. This brings in new opportunities for ISACA community. What can we do to grab this and make the most of this opportunity? Let us agree on the importance of formal education and training. Let us provide more opportunities and encourage the students to pursue security as a career. Let us agree on common curriculum and competencies with the support of institutes like ISACA. Let the government and the corporates take efforts, spend time, spend money, and provide the mind space required to turn digital India into digitally secure India. I sincerely hope that this event will give you sufficient pointers, teasers, and network opportunities. I request you to make the most of these 2 days and give us a feedback as to what you would like to see next. Enjoy your participation in ITS 2016 and hope you return next year with even more colleagues for ITS 2017. Thank you very much.
I now request Hemant Joshi sir, who is our Vice President, to for taking over to set the theme of the conference.
Namaskar. So when we were planning this program, and I was told that why don't you just put together a concept and then we'll see what is to be done. So I said there is a lot about digital and there is a lot about security, and I said let's marry the digital and the security and have some discussions. And that's the way the thoughts started coming in my mind. This was sometime, I was in Africa working on something, and jet lag prevented me from getting sleep, and then the momentum built up, and I said that, yeah, this is a good theme, and I tested myself and talked to a few people, and then we said, no, we will not stop with this theme. We want to create this platform, or we want to give this platform to enable the scientists, the academicians, the business, and the professionals to come together. And I think this is an attempt to make this happen. And there are some interesting displays outside on the young startup technologies related to the field of security, cameras and sensing and the world we live in. Please take time to encourage the startups and interact with them, understand the evolving technologies. I'm sure you'll be rewarded. So there are two parts in the program. We have a digital, we have security, and then we marry the two and say, is security in the digital world possible, not possible? I mean, what's the thinking? So we look at some of the evolving technologies from IoT, the world famous Aadhaar technology, and I have my friend from HCL, he's going to share. Last night over dinner, late night, we had some very interesting discussions. And we have, of course, the Prime Minister's digital vision. And we have the blockchain technologies. We have Dr. Watson and Sherlock Holmes both joining us. There is a gentleman from IBM who's going to talk of Watson Analytics, and a gentleman from Wipro, Holmes. Incidentally, the names are not, it's not coincidence. It conveys a lot, Agatha Christie back in action. So we have a day packed, 2 days packed with whatever you can, whatever we can absorb and whatever we can get. And we have some very eminent people here. Take advantage. Don't let them leave the hall till they satisfy you. Yeah, and so we'll get on to the program. And I'm very happy that last night I was talking to the Prime Minister, and he has agreed to inaugurate the program. So let's see what the Prime Minister has to say. This is virtual. You can get anybody to speak for anything. So I'll let the Prime Minister do the talking.
Thank you, Shantanu. Thank you. Thank you, Shantanu. John, Satya, Paul, Sundar, Venkatesh, a big thank to you. I'm sure this was not pre-arranged, but here on the stage, you see a perfect picture of India-US partnership in digital economy. Good evening, everyone. If there was ever a gathering under one roof that could claim to be shaping the world, it is this. And I'm not talking about those in public office here or in India. It's a great pleasure to be here in California. It is one of the last places in the world to see the sunset. But it is here that new ideas see the first light of the day. It's a great honor that you have joined us tonight. I have met many of you in Delhi and in New York and on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. These are the new neighborhoods of our new world. If Facebook were a country, it would be the third most populous one and the most connected. Google today has made teachers less awe-inspiring and grandparents more idle. Twitter has turned everyone into a reporter. The traffic lights that need to work the best are on Cisco routes, Cisco routers. The status that now matters is not whether you are awake or asleep, but whether you are online or offline. The most fundamental debate for our youth is the choice between Android, iOS, or Windows. From computing to communication, entertainment to education, from printing documents to printing products, and now to Internet of Things, it has been a long journey in a short time. From cleaner energy to better healthcare and safer transport, everything is converging around the work you do. In Africa, it is helping people transfer money on phone. It has made reaching small island states no longer a journey of adventure, but a convenient click of a mouse. In India, a mother in a distant hill village has a better chance to save her newborn infant. A child in a remote village has better access to education. A small farmer is more confident about his land holding and getting better market price. A fisherman on the sea has a better catch, and a young professional in San Francisco can Skype daily to comfort her sick grandmother in India. An initiative by a father in Haryana for selfie with daughter to draw attention to the girl child became an international movement. All this is because of the work you people are doing. Since my government came to office last year, we have attacked poverty by using the power of networks and mobile phones to launch a new era of empowerment and inclusion. 180 million new bank accounts in a few months, direct transfer of benefits to the poor, funds for the unbanked, insurance within the reach of the poorest, and pension for the sunset years for all. By using space technology and internet, we have been able to identify in the last few months 170 applications that will make governance better and development faster. When a small craftsman in a village in India brings a smile to a customer looking at his phone on a metro ride in New York, when a heart patient in a remote hospital in the Kyrgyz Republic is treated by doctors sitting in Delhi, as I show in Bishkek, we know we are creating something that has fundamentally changed our lives. The pace at which people are talking to digital technology defies our stereotype of age, education, language, and income. I like recounting my meeting with a group of unlettered tribal women in a remote part of Gujarat. They were present at a local milk chinning plant I was inaugurating. They were using cell phone to take photographs of the event. And I'm talking about the tribal women, and they were not educated. I asked them what they would do with these images, and the answer was a surprise for me. They said they would go back, have the images downloaded onto a computer and take a printouts. When I heard this word download, it was a surprise for me. Yes, they were familiar with the language of digital world. And farmers in Maharashtra state have created a WhatsApp group to share information on farming practices, not only recipes. Customers, more than creators, are defining the use of product. The world may be driven by the same ancient impulses. We will continue to see human struggles and successes. We will witness human glory and tragedies. But in this digital age, we have an opportunity to transform lives of people in ways that was hard to imagine just a couple of decades ago. This is what sets us apart from the century that we have just left behind. There may be still some who see the digital economy as a tool of the rich, educated, and the privileged. But ask the taxi driver or the corner vendor in India what he has gained from this cell phone, and the debate gets settled. I see technology as a means to empower and as a tool that bridges the distance between hope and opportunity. Social media is reducing social barriers. It connects people on the strength of human values, not identities. Today, technology is advancing citizen empowerment and democracy that once drew their strength from constitutions. Technology is forcing governments to deal with massive volumes of data and generate responses not in 24 hours, but in 24 minutes. When you think of the